Well, I just went to the wonderful house of what are the few things you should never do. And they knew one of them. And so I went in there just to go shopping. I didn't plan on being the fuck you joke, goddamn fuck you toy joke, goddamn fuck you toy joke. I just went in there to get some things I needed. And see, this is my life. This is the story of this is your life, sadly, Bonnie, and this is probably what poor Jesus would have went through in a planet that has gone this bad. You know, they just killed Jesus once, but it should have told the world that by the time something else showed up, boy, they'd be pretty gross by that time if they could kill something directly from heaven in the first place. Really shows you that it's good we killed Sodom and Gomorrah right away. Who knows what the hell they would have become. But, so I'm just going to get some stupid stuff for the laundry. I thought after work I'll go do the laundry. And because, you know, I got to go to the lake, enjoy the peace and quiet and beauty, nature. Take a shower that was nice and hot, way too long for no real reason to sit in a shower that long, except that it just felt great. Put way too much leave-in conditioner in my hair just to enjoy the novelty every time I get to take a shower in between my antibacterial baths. And I love being able to just replace things. Like, slippers are only $5 at the dollar store right now, so I just keep switching my shoes into a new pair of slippers. It's the winter. It's too cold anyway. You were gonna buy Uggs or something stupid and walk around in really big shoes anyway. So it was like, well, as long as the slippers are decent enough to look like it's okay to walk around in them, and they have kind of like a shoe type bottom, I'll just keep buying them. And when they're too ugly and dirty, just throw them away. And it's so much nicer. It reminds you of how much you wash and wash your stupid tennis shoes or your stupid shoes with bleach constantly, because like they always get dirty. Feet just get so dirty. Boy, I wish I would have thought of this, because whether you have a bed constantly to drive to and park at and sleep, just having nice shoes is great. I should have thought of that and just replaced my shoes in general. So, but anyway, I learned the concept by living this alternative lifestyle. And so I went in there to see if they had, you know, the slippers that like they have at the other dollar stores. And they did. They had good enough ones that look decent enough to run around in until they get dirty. And then I'll just get another one or another little pair. And I got stuff to do the laundry, although, like I said, it's just so nice to have disposable things. You know, when you live this kind of lifestyle, it's almost nice if, like, it would be cool if you could have, like, 12 shirts, and you just throw them away after you. But it's like, okay, some things you have to wash or whatever, but, like, oh, the convenience of things is so great. But, so I just was running in to get literally 2 or 3 stupid things. And of course, somebody had to talk. And they made sure that they thought that I wasn't going to understand what they were saying, because they were like, talking to herself and driving around. Well, everybody talks to themselves and may or may not be driving a car. So how do you know for sure it's God hate? Because I'm God. So I knew what they were talking about. So I waited for angels and gods to say, there's no kids in the corner. It's all free and clear. Tell them what they deserve to hear. So then I was like, wow, fuck you all too. But I don't remember what I said, but it was some kind of, you know, fuck you all too. And I think it was more like whatever I was saying in the car, you know, obviously God doesn't ever want to choose you or have anything to do with you, so it's never going to matter. And then some God chimed in, and he was like, yeah, it was the meeting of the gods, as Bonnie was talking to herself, to decide you people will never be there, so just let it go. You have no God or give a shit about you fucking losers. But hey, way to listen to the world and play fuck you to God and play judgmental fuck you to God and lose everything. So that really inspired me. As I left the Dollar Tree, I felt bad. And I actually think I reminisced on how they lose everything by listening to a hateful world just be gross and disgusting and judgmental. And I might have been having a meeting with gods. And we have very official meetings. Sometimes we have silly, stupid meetings. Sometimes we have bitching, getting it out meetings. But sometimes we have really important meetings as gods about the future and shit. And it was kind of sad to think about how gods would love to play a bunch of silly fucking games with humanity. Gods would love to sit in their car and talk about what's going to happen next week and then watch it happen right in front of them and impress them and stuff. But no, they have to say fuck you to God all day. And they have to judge and say fuck you to God all day. And they have to watch people in a car and judge and say fuck you to God all day. Well, hey, then I'm crazy. You proved it and you lost everything. But it's kind of sad. Listening to that God makes you feel bad, because what if anybody could have been amazing things, but they'd rather just follow a hateful, disgusting world that knows they just hate a dead God they can't murder anymore. It's pretty much all it's about.